You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Philip Kaufman, filling in for Julia Wiegand. One person is dead after a Saturday evening crash in Plymouth. The crash occurred Saturday afternoon in Plymouth along West Main Street in front of a Dunkin', where an SUV was observed overturned. First responders on the scene stated that 3 individuals were transported to the hospital. Today, the Luzerne County coroner announced that 86-year-old James Mahan of Plymouth, a pedestrian at the scene, was taken to the hospital after being struck by a vehicle involved in the crash. He was pronounced dead just after 5:30 p.m. The death was ruled accidental by the coroner, and the crash is currently under investigation by Plymouth Borough Police and PSP Wilkes-Barre. Nearly a dozen rafters were rescued from the Lehigh River this weekend after being stranded in the waters. First responders were called around 3 p.m. on Saturday, where rafters were stuck on a rock between fast-moving waters. 2 rafters were able to safely make it to shore, while 2 others were stuck on a rock and could not swim. According to Foster Township Fire Chief Dan Balliott, the rafting company running the trip also had a guide in each raft, but the river was running higher than normal due to water releases from the Francis E. Walter Dam. Emergency personnel completed the rescue around 5:30 p.m., and only 1 minor injury was reported. The Hazleton City Housing Authority will be opening its public housing waiting list next month. The decision to open the waiting list comes as they plan to evict 1 tenant and write off uncollectible rents from 2 others. According to Executive Director Dorothy George, more than 500 people applied the last time the authority opened its waiting list, and the list was only open for 3 days. However, the number of people on the waiting list is low this time around. This month's report shows that 36 people were waiting for the units in the West Vine family complex, while 134 were waiting for high-rise units. If you're looking for a job, well, good news. Carbon County is hiring. Several different positions are available for those looking for work, including at the Carbon County Animal Shelter and in departments such as the Sheriff's Office, Children and Youth Services, and Corrections and Communications 911. The county is creating 2 positions for the animal shelter. One would be a part-time clerical person who would answer phones, handle paperwork and adoptions, while the other position would be a kennel worker, or someone who would be responsible for cleaning the kennels but not handling the dogs. A complete list of available jobs can be found on the county website at www.carboncounty.com. The Hazleton Area School District plans to open a new location at the Laurel Mall. The rented space at the Laurel Mall will be selling Cougar merchandise, as well as providing space for new student registration, an esports venue, and a physical office space for the Hazleton Area Virtual Academy. Currently, 1,070 students attend the Virtual Academy, but another 471 students attend virtual charter schools, to which the Hazleton area pays millions of dollars in tuition. At the new mall location, students in the virtual school can meet with teachers and get help with any technical issues they may face. The esports venue will allow Hazleton area to offer a growing sport amongst schools and colleges. And anyone looking for Cougar merch can stop in the store, where high school students from the Life Skills program will handle checkouts and assist shoppers. This past Sunday, Pastor Wayne Loophole led his final service at Christ Lutheran Church as he enters into retirement. Pastor Wayne Loophole says it best to describe this Sunday service: bittersweet, as he says goodbye to the church he's been with for the past 16 years and enters retirement.
It's a bittersweet day today. I look forward to retirement, but I'm leaving behind many very special people. I'll miss them greatly and miss the vitality of Christ Church. It's been a wonderful place to serve. 16 years, it went quickly, but it was an enriched time, to be sure.
Pastor Loophole is a familiar face for those of you who may tune in to WYLN for the Sunday service broadcast. Even prior to his 16 years with Christ Lutheran, Loophole's retirement comes after 40 years of service.
but it's been a good 40 years. Lots of different experiences, but this was by far the pinnacle of my career.
So what does the Reverend plan for this new journey in life?
Well, we'll be staying in our home, and I'm going to take some time to unwind a bit, but I'll continue to do some ministry as a supply pastor, which is pastoring for churches without one, preaching on Sunday mornings. So that's what I'll be doing.
So don't lose faith. You may be seeing Pastor Loophole preaching at a church near you. But for now, hugs, goodbyes, and reminiscing with a church that has a special place in his heart and ministry.
Well, it really was all summed up at the brunch that they had for me, retirement brunch. They did a wonderful job of recapping and recouping the experiences that we had together. So that was awfully special.
Congratulations on your retirement, Pastor Loophole, and the best of wishes on the journey ahead. Coming up on WYLN News, a football clinic held by 2 former NFL players. Plus, Valley Middle School receives a generous donation. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Charlie. I am 8, and the forecast for tomorrow is sunny.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman on WYLN TV 35. Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 4, Sundays at 9.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Jura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Are you a fan of NASCAR? If you said yes, then WLN wants to send you to the Tricky Triangle. WYLN is giving away 4 tickets for the July 24th Pocono 400 race. All you have to do is answer trivia questions on our Facebook page. A new question will be posted each night until July 8th. All answers must be correct, and answering more questions will increase your chances of winning. The winner will be announced July 15th on our news.
Former NFL player and Hazleton native Nate Eachus hosted a football camp and environmental cleanup for the youth this past weekend. Our Ryan Osachi was there and has the details.
This past Saturday at Community Park in Hazleton, Nate Eachus, former Kansas City Chiefs running back, along with former NFL player Ron Salt, held the first annual Nate Eachus Football Clinic and Environmental Cleanup. Eachus was motivated to start up a program like this one because of his passion for football, as well as keeping the environment clean.
The whole inspiration behind the cleanup was just because there's a lot of abandoned mine pollution and abandoned mine drainage in the area. You look around there, Black Creek runs through Hazleton, that's polluted. You look at Nescopec and Drums, that's polluted. Community Park here is one of the only places where you can actually fish. They stock the lake here, so it's a great place to bring the family and do a clinic. Obviously, I have a little bit of a football background, as you know. So we figured we wanted to host the first annual football clinic and cleanup. But I think it's important for kids to instill in their minds that that the environment's important and we need to keep it clean. So that's kind of the motivation around the event.
Eachus was more than excited that Ron Solt wanted to help out with this clinic, especially since Ron is a local to the area.
We got Ron Solt here, former Philadelphia Eagle and Indianapolis Colt. He lives up on the river, up in Harding, Pennsylvania, which is right on the Susquehanna River. So, I'm glad he came out to support. But it's great to be back out in this beautiful park here. So I'm really excited.
I played football. I had a good time doing what I had to do. But Nate really is probably one of the best running backs to come out of this area in a long, long time. And to see somebody like him take a stand, it makes me proud because we get kids involved in some way or another and get them with the idea if we have to clean up this area, we can't keep letting it go to heck. Just get thrown away. You just can't do that.
Solt, like Eachus, is a huge advocate for environmental protection, and educating the youth is one of the best ways to spread awareness for the future.
Oh, the kids are the main integral part of what we're trying to do, because if the kids don't get involved, then it doesn't get done. See, we are the stewards of this land. We are. The river's getting polluted and we're not doing anything about it. And I just want to make a stance and say, if I could pick up one piece of paper, it makes a difference. We should be representing a change for this area instead of polluting more of it. Let's do something about it.
Hazleton football coach and teammate of Eachus, Dennis Bookman, also made an appearance to shed some insight of his own. Eachus feels with all the help of these local leaders and teaching what he knows will definitely help the future youth of our area.
I just want to give these kids, teach them a little bit about what I know on the football side of things, the fundamentals, the basics, and just show them what I know and what I've learned up through the ranks of discipline, sacrifice, and just being tough. And hopefully I can shed some of my insight onto them, and hopefully they can be inspired to be great people and great athletes.
Reporting in Hazleton for WYLN News, I'm Ryan Osachi.
Thank you, Ryan. A global company made a special delivery to a school in our area. WYLN's Mackenzie Ocker has the story.
Amazon fans can be seen out and about making many deliveries to homes and businesses daily. This morning, they made their way to Valley Elementary Middle School to make a special donation for the upcoming school year.
Amazon donating 125 laptops as well as back-to-school kits for our local teachers. We're really excited to be here today and continue our partnership with Hazleton Area School District.
Since the start of the pandemic, Amazon has donated school supplies to students and teachers. Valley Elementary Middle School stood out to the company who are in need of the supplies for next school year.
So Amazon is a global company and we value the importance of planting our roots locally here in the Hazleton community. So we identified a need with Valley Elementary for these laptops and the back-to-school kits for the teachers.
Hazleton Area School District and Amazon started their partnership over a decade ago. Since then, the company has helped out in many ways, such as donating a dance floor for this year's prom, and hope to continue helping out in the community.
It's really important for us to be a great community partner, so we're really excited to continue this partnership with Hazleton Area School District and continue to give back to our local community.
Hazleton Area School District is one of the largest school districts in our area. Amazon's donation is a big help for teachers and students at Valley Elementary Middle School.
With almost 13,000 students in climbing, being able to have some of these materials donated to the schools kind of offsets some of the budgetary necessities that we have across the district.
Students who do not have access to internet or their own laptop can now download their schoolwork and take it home with them. Kindergarten will be the main focus for the new laptops, and they will also be used in other classrooms.
It gives them another area to move around, and it's like hybrid learning that we'll utilize in the classroom.
The staff and students at Valley Elementary Middle School are very grateful for Amazon's generous donation. Reporting in Sugarloaf for WYLN News, I'm Mackenzie Ocker.
Thank you, Mackenzie. All right, folks, coming July 22nd to the 24th, it's NASCAR time at Pocono Raceway, and you got to be there for the don't miss, can't miss weekend of the year. It's summertime, folks, where the action doesn't stop for 3 straight days, where the world's best face off and tackle the tricky triangle, and where everyone's invited and kids under 12 are free. And to celebrate, we here at WYLN are having a ticket trivia giveaway with the chance to win 4 premium NASCAR race 300 level tickets for Sunday, July 24th with racing electronic scanner headset rental and pit paddock passes. So, starting tonight and running every weeknight until next Friday, July 8th, WYLN will be posting 1 trivia question in regards to former race winners. You'll need to answer correctly to qualify, and the winner will be announced Friday, July 15th. So get your racing knowledge ready and visit our Facebook page to earn your chance to win tickets to Pocono Raceway. And coming up on McAdoo's News Choice, we talk about what's going on in our area for this upcoming Independence Day. Plus, who's leading the way this week? Stay with us and find out. And stay with us for everything else we have lined up for you later tonight on WYLN TV.
This is it, the don't miss, can't miss weekend of the year. It's NASCAR time at Pocono Raceway. And you gotta be there. This is summertime. This is racing. This is the place to be. This is Pocono. NASCAR weekend, July 22nd to 24th at Pocono Raceway. You gotta be there for this.
Did you know that WYLN News provides news updates every weekday afternoon at 1, 3, and 5 here on TV and on social media? Did you also know you can watch WYLN News on the go by visiting our website or YouTube page?
Now more than ever,
WYLN is your local news leader.
your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN, the Pocono Television Network. We're always streaming at PoconoTelevision.com.
We all need a midweek pick-me-up, and WYLN TV 35 is your home for good news on Wednesdays. All our good news stories will be printed in the WYLN TV Pennies Classified Good News Bulletin, distributed throughout the community and digitally posted on WYLN News Facebook page and on our website. If you have good news to share, contact us to be featured in our special Good News edition. Good events, good people, good jobs, all good news.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Welcome to Community and You, and today we are here at City View Park in Hazleton waiting for what, Paul?
Oh, the second annual Independence Day charity event, Paul and Lisa D'Angelo Foundation. It's on July 2nd. Registrations for the race that morning starts at 7:30 a.m. Race starts at 8:30 a.m. And we have fun events going on throughout the whole morning and early afternoon.
And it sounds like it's going to be great. Paul Jr.'s over here. I'm going to come over here and ask you, you're wearing an autism shirt. So is that where some of the proceeds are going?
Yeah, absolutely. In our first year, we were able to donate over 160 backpacks to local autism support groups in the local districts, school districts, and it went over really well. And we're really excited we're working with some local organizations on some things to do this year a little differently to donate to the local autism community.
And anybody else who's going to benefit?
Yeah, so we have a few other organizations that we're working with to benefit disabled veterans. We're working with a cancer society, as well as the youth sports in the local area. Last year, I think we donated over $40,000 to the local youth sports throughout the Hazleton area.
All right, now Jared's here, and Jared is going to tell us what else is happening that day.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of different events going on. So we have the run race, we have the family walk, we also have a 1K run for the youth. We also then will have bands that'll be playing throughout the day. There will be fun and entertainment for kids, young kids. We also will have tricky trays and a silent auction going on.
Food.
There will also be food trucks, absolutely.
Can't leave out the food trucks. Hi, Mom. How you doing? Good, good. Just tell everybody, come on down. Come on down. See, nobody could say it better than Mom. Quick, tell us about the entertainment.
Yeah, this year, in addition to all the fun events that Jared mentioned, we also have 3 bands. We've got Jimmy Leahy, that was a guitar player with Styx, that'll be here on hand for the day. And he's always entertaining, and it's good to listen to some Styx music.
Yeah.
We also have a bunch of fun activities for the kids. So bring the kids on down. It's just a great day in the park. It's a lot of fun. It's a holiday weekend, so it's kind of the kickoff to the holiday weekend. And also, you know, at the end of the event, you know, we do a great job at raising money to help the many groups that we do. And then our family last year, and I assume we're going to do it again this year, matched all the dollars raised. So it was a big deal to be able to get over $100,000 in year 1, and we're expecting year 2 to be even much bigger and a much better turnout and a better result, so we can help more kids and more people.
Well, I think absolutely right. You've got a great team here, and you all look right there in the camera and tell us when it's going to happen. What's the date?
July 2nd.
Where's it going to happen?
City View Park.
Where?
700 South Poplar Street, Hazleton.
Hazleton. We got to make sure we tell everybody Hazleton. It's going to be a great time with this group. It has to be. Join us again soon on Community and You.
Are you a fan of NASCAR? If you said yes, then WLN wants to send you to the Tricky Triangle. WYLN is giving away 4 tickets for the July 24th Pocono 400 race. All you have to do is answer trivia questions on our Facebook page. A new question will be posted each night until July 8th. All answers must be correct, and answering more questions will increase your chances of winning. The winner will be announced July 15th on our news.
Abby is still perfecting her sidekick, and her jab is just for show. But for Abby, this is a remarkable day, because Abby recently defeated a real foe, cancer, when she partnered with Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital, a children's hospital close to home with more than 30 pediatric specialties. Take a bow, Abby. You deserve it. Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital. Your health deserves a partner.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the midday WYLN News update, posted between noon and 2 p.m. Powered by Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, the all-new emergency room at Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is nearly double the size. Our updated facility features all private rooms, the latest technology, and a quicker, easier check-in process. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, your partner in ER care.
When kid stuff was kid stuff. Remember those days? We do. Visit PoconoMountains.com.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, David Yonkai is leading the way in this week's series.
Welcome to Leading the Way, and this week I'm very excited because I have with me David Yankai, and David is a health education, what would you say?
I'm a health educator at the Wilkes-Barre Health Department.
Health educator at the Wilkes-Barre Health Department. Now, there's a long road that got him to where he is today. David, welcome. A pleasure to have you here. He might even look familiar to some of you because he's been around here in the past. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Pittston. My parents were Steve and Mary Yankai. My dad was a railroader, and he was one of 7 children. My mom grew up in Exeter, and she was one of 13 children.
Wow.
So when I was growing up, our house was the central location for Christmas holidays and parties and the whole bit and everything, because we had all these aunts and uncles, and we had all these cousins.
Lots of family stuff going on.
It was unbelievable. Christmas essentially lasted from Christmas Day until like
Easter. Well, pretty much.
Three Kings Day.
All right, so now David is young. David is doing all kinds of things in Pittston. What are you thinking when you're that age and you're thinking, well, they ask me what I want to be. Do I want to be an astronaut? What's interesting to you?
Well, that's interesting because my name was supposed to be Mark. And my mom basically had this theory that, you know, the letters in your name had to match. Because if it was Mark Yankai, which I can't even imagine being named Mark. My apologies to all the Marks out there. But she wanted the letters to match up. So she came up with the name David. So her logic was that if I ever became a movie star and I was on a marquee, or if I was on a campaign poster, the names would match up. But growing up, my father had an 8th grade education, but he was one of these guys that was very learned in terms of newspapers. It was not uncommon for us to have like 4 newspapers on a Sunday. Reading a newspaper every night, he would do that. And then at the dinner table, he'd quiz us on current events.
Okay, now, I'm going to stop you right there. We're going to come back to David tomorrow evening here on Leading the Way, but you've given us clues.
Okay.
So far, we have a history teacher. So far, we have a politician. And we also have a person in communications. I think we're going to find out about all of those and many more tomorrow night on Leading the Way.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.